Hello everyone, the topic of this class is business structures. Businesses can be structured in many different ways, depending on their objectives. The structure determines the methods by which the company operates. For example, allocation of responsibility and liability. In this class, we'll look at the basic structure within a large organization, as well as the different ways to legally classify a business. Let's start by looking at some structure vocabulary. Headquarters. A company's principal or main office, or center of control. AGM, which stands for Annual General Meeting of a company's shareholders. In the United States, this is referred to as an annual stockholders meeting. A shareholder is a person who owns part of a company or corporation. The board of directors is the group of people chosen to establish policy for and control a company. The chairman or chairperson heads the board of directors. Industry can refer to any general field of business or commercial enterprise. The president or managing director is the highest executive officer of a company. A vice president is any of several executive officers, each responsible for a separate division of the company. A director is a member of the board of directors. A manager is a person responsible for day-to-day running of a department. The reception is the first point of contact for visitors and clients upon arriving. Self-employed refers to a person earning their living directly from their own profession or business. An employee is a person working for another person or business for pay. An entrepreneur is an individual who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on financial risk to do so. So let's look at some of the different departments you'll find within a company. Starting with the accounts department. This department is responsible for administering a company's financial affairs. The marketing department is responsible for creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers. The personnel department, or human resources, is responsible for recruitment and the welfare of the staff. The production department is responsible for physical creation of product. The purchasing department is responsible for finding and buying everything a company needs. The IT department is responsible for keeping electronic communication running smoothly. The R&D department stands for Research and Development. This department is responsible for developing new products. The sales department is responsible for finding customers and making sales. So let's look at a diagram to show the structure within a single organization, starting with the board of directors at the top. Next would be the president or managing director, below which would be the vice president and the manager, followed by the various departments within the organization. Most companies will have a manager for each department, or a vice president heading up each department. Some of the departments within a company fall outside the direct chain of command, such as the accounting department or legal department, and also IT and human resources. Now let's look at some different types of business structures. A sole proprietor is one individual in business alone. This is the most common form of business structure. It is simple to form and operate, and may enjoy greater flexibility of management, fewer legal controls, and fewer taxes. However, the business owner is personally responsible for any debt created by the business. A corporation has certain rights, privileges, and liabilities beyond those of an individual. Corporations may receive tax or financial benefits, but these can be offset by other considerations, such as increased licensing fees or decreased personal control. A general partnership is composed of two or more individuals who agree to contribute money, labor, or skill to a business. Each partner shares the profits, losses, debt liability, and management of the business. A partnership agreement is drawn up to outline the terms. A limited partnership is similar to a general partnership. The key difference being it will include one or more limited partners whose losses are limited to the extent of the investment. Limited partners are usually not involved in the day-to-day operations of the business. A limited liability partnership is similar to a general partnership, except that normally a partner doesn't have personal liability for the negligence of another partner. This business structure is used most by professionals, such as accountants and lawyers. A limited liability company is formed by one or more individuals or entities through a special written agreement. The agreement details the organization of the LLC, including provisions for management, assignability or interests, and distribution of profits and losses. They cannot operate within the banking or insurance industries. An NGO is a legal entity and is typically run to further an ideal or goal rather than in the interest of profit. Many NGOs serve the public interest, but some engage in private sector activities. Charitable activities may require additional registration. A trust is a legal relationship in which one person, called the trustee, holds property for the benefit of another person, called the beneficiary. A joint venture is formed for a limited length of time to carry out a business transaction or operation. An association is an organized group of people who share in a common interest, activity, or purpose. Okay, so now let's review what we've just learned. What is an AGM? What is the responsibility of a vice president and a director? What does the IT department do? Why might an individual want to set up a sole proprietorship? If a person is liable for a company's debt, it means if a person has limited liability, what type of business are they likely to be involved in? An NGO is And that brings us to the end of today's class. For more information on our one-to-one classes with a native speaking teacher, visit speakeasy1to1.com. Thanks for watching.